I'm Danielle Lenard.
Hi, I'm John David Lenard. Welcome to Lenard Team Connections.
On today's episode, we are being joined again by State Farm agent Jennifer O'Brien. We cannot wait to check in with her, and we want to thank you for checking in with us today by watching the show.
Yes, but first, some good news. Our first good news story confirms that there is actually scientific evidence that people try to do right by each other.
That's such good news.
Well, with all the bad news out there, I don't know about you, but that sounds surprising to me. In research published earlier this month in the journal Science Advances, sociologists found that people overwhelmingly chose to be generous to others, even when the motivation to help might crowd out another. Interesting. We'll link the article that details study findings in our show notes.
Middle school students at Hebrew Academy of the Five Towns and Rockaway spent this past school year creating capstone projects in which they interviewed family members, visited websites, museums, and communities to learn more about the historical background that shaped their ancestors' lives. The students grew in writing, leadership, and public speaking. We need that, while also learning about the power of a story.
Great. Vanessa Brawl, a frontline hero at Long Island Jewish Forest Hills Hospital, contracted COVID-19 in April while helping her patients to recover. Last week, her and her fiance, who is also a healthcare hero, were married live on the Today Show. The couple has been together more than 8 years, making a surreal and heartwarming live ceremony.
Due to social distancing reasons, you couldn't have the rest of your friends and people here with you. But please check out the monitor. Your colleagues and friends at Lenox Hill Hospital and LIJ Forest.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. What a world we live in.
Yeah. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Shall we do it? Yeah. All right. So we are gathered here today to celebrate.
That's such a great story. If you want to see the rest of it, go check it out at the Today Show. We'll have links.
We'll have the link
below. If you have a good news story from around the island, please share it in the comments below. We may feature it in an upcoming episode.
I mean, look, Danielle, this is all about good news, sharing good news. What's better than sharing good news right here in our community? Please be a part of the show. We'd love to hear from you. Things that we're not hearing about, like a UPS driver in the neighborhood
we grew up in.
You know, like it took word of mouth to hear about that, but we know that there are people like you out there every day doing great things, and we'd love to hear about it. Look, it's not about bragging. It's not about, necessarily about getting the limelight. It's just about sharing good vibes and letting everybody know that we live in a great community that we're all proud of.
Absolutely. Sure. Which is actually so perfect, because that is the perfect segue to bring us to our guest, Jennifer O'Brien, who is a State Farm agent. And, she has such a strong community presence. We are so inspired by how much she continues to do locally. And we're so lucky to have her on our show again today.
Hey, Jennifer, welcome back.
Hi, everyone. How are you? Thank you so much for having me. I greatly appreciate it. Glad
I
on the show.
Before we begin, I like to think about when you decided to open up your State Farm agency. Like pretty quickly, like pretty early on, I just saw your level of energy, your engagement, how much you were out there, and you're an inspiration to all of us. So I'm glad you're back to talk about it today.
Aw, thank you. No, thank you for your kind words shared. That's really one of my slogans, always trying to sprinkle some happiness and positive energy everywhere we go, because that's what it's about at the end of the day, especially at a time like this.
Yeah.
Well, you've definitely sprinkled a lot. We've talked a lot about the class of 2020 on our show, of which I have one. You, not for nothing, you personally did a lot for Hauppauge High School graduation. Can you share more about that experience and the community involvement in this year's graduation?
Sure, absolutely. So we definitely saw a need that the parents were saying, hey, I have, just like you, Danielle, you have a which congratulations to Max, by the way. You have a senior graduating. You know, what else could we do? There were lawn signs, car decorations, car parades. Everybody was getting quite creative on ways to celebrate their senior. But people were still looking to do more. You know, and with the school's hands being tied a little bit about, you know, what government restrictions are right now, we tried to think of something out of the box and something unique to do and bring to the community, the parents, and, you know, back to the school. And again, just to give a little bit more happiness and recognition to the seniors. So originally, Smithtown Children Foundation did a celebrate a senior program for Smithtown. We wound up doing it a teeny bit different, but we definitely worked hands in hand and under really my role model, Christine Fitzgerald, another amazing powerhouse. I said, hey, do you think we could do this for Hauppauge? And she said, yeah, let's do it. So bravely on a Hauppauge mom post, I responded and said, just give us some time, but we are working on something and we'll put something together quite quickly. And it really was amazing from we rolled out an entire program in a short 2-week period. Granted, the dates of the graduation and everything kept coming back or kept getting pushed back, but we stayed to our original timeline of when we needed it by. And yeah, definitely would love to show you and kind of share a little more of what we did there.
Jennifer, I mean, look, it's one thing to say it. Oh yeah, we're going to stand up a brand new chapter in Hauppauge, and I have been able to see, at least from the sidelines, it was so much more than I could have possibly imagined. I'm blown away, and that's what I mean. Like your level of energy and the commitment from the people that were able to be coalesced around this project. 2 weeks is ridiculous.
It was definitely a short time period, but like some, I work better under pressure and work better when there's a huge pile or mountain to try to achieve. But of course, it wasn't only me. That
of course.
Without saying, really hand in hand. Of course, Christine Fitzgerald kind of handheld us through this whole project that we took on, and Holly Glick was amazing. She was also really my partner in trying to help execute some of these things, as of course we both have full-time jobs and families. And then we had really probably another 10 other amazing volunteers, Danielle being one of them, from trying to go around and get all the coupons and gift cards from local businesses. So just to kind of backtrack as far as what the program is. So we first created a Facebook page, Hauppauge Celebrate a Senior. From there, we rolled out and kind of explained what the program is about. And then we started inviting all local moms, telling them to invite their friends to the page, teachers from the district, just people in the community that wanted to celebrate the seniors. So what we did, basically to participate, it was $25. And that included a booster message, as well as the opportunity for every single out of the 300 seniors graduating to receive a gift bag. So a special gift bag, have a little example here. So literally filled to the brim. And what that gift bag included, we had about 20 different businesses who we, solicited, some I knew personally, some not, say, hey, can you print us up some coupons? I know business is hard right now, but, we'd love your opportunity. One, as a way to also, give back, promote to your business. And then with the funds raised, we actually gave back to those businesses. So truly was a win-win there. Because not only are they getting the opportunity to maybe bring somebody through their door that they weren't able to originally, but also with the funds raised, we divided that up, and any business that gave a monetary amount, mainly the restaurants for the main part, we split those funds and gave back to them as well. So absolutely a total win-win there.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
I loved how like at least the restaurants that I picked up for, but I think it was true of everybody who picked up anything. They were just, even if they're hurting a little bit, they were just so happy to be part of this. So, and the seniors were happy. They were like, what are the coupons for the food? What's the food? What's the food? I was like, don't worry. I like it.
That's what it's about. And it's really perfect timing, as we're in phase 3 now and reopening. It's just an excuse to, visit these small businesses, support the community. So it's great. Really all good all around. But also, so with the boosters, they were just released or published on the digital website, which Hauppauge High School did absolutely an amazing job putting together. So kudos there. I mean, the work and effort behind that truly is stellar and top-notch quality. So very impressive. But we also are in the middle of putting together a booster, so a printed booster as well as a keepsake too. So we're just have some final touches on that. And then we're going to roll that out to the printer as well. So the program is still going on as, and all really a team effort. So thank you to all the volunteers. It was super fun putting together the bags. And this is when everybody was just starting to get out. I think a lot of people.
Yeah.
We had our social distance tables.
Yeah.
And then like each table had a number and the boxes were moving around. And then off in the distance, all of a sudden I looked up and we saw like the dark clouds. So then it became like, instead of just being like, la, la, it was like, hurry before the rain. And we literally got most of it done just before the rain. And then Holly and Jennifer, and I'm not sure who else, helped at the last minute just to really put the stickers on. The girls helped.
Do you know what this says to me though? Like as I'm listening to all this, and one of the things that I'm hearing like really stand out here is, on Facebook, right? There's a lot of people saying, what's going to happen? What are people going to do? What are they going to do? What are like for our seniors, for this or for that? Who's going to like? There's people I see like commenting, wondering what others are going to do. And then there are the people that just roll up their sleeves and say, let's do this. And again, Jennifer, the other people that you've mentioned, and that's what I think is really special about this. There are people that are going to roll up their sleeves and not ask, what are you going to do? They're going to say, what can I do?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And that really was amazing.
People are reaching out saying they want to be part of this. So how awesome is that?
I mean, even, amidst a quarantine lockdown, I have 12 volunteers come out, masks, gloves. We set up tables in my backyard and we made it happen. So truly amazing community effort, because you can't do anything alone. That's for sure, despite any idea. And then it comes to resources, time, and everyone, we're all volunteers. So that truly is amazing, and none of us, Danielle, I have a high school senior parent, but most of us were not, so really just coming together to do something nice for others. And that's what it's about.
Jen, we've gone through so many things already. Is there anything else that you want to tell us? Any other updates?
Sure. Well, definitely from the Smithtown Children Foundation Hauppauge chapter, we recently gave 2 $500 scholarships back. One was for the Jonathan Karp Memorial Foundation, as the other one was for the Steven Tercellini baseball scholarship as well. So we gave some money back that way. And especially most of our fundraising did come from mega events and big fundraising events that we did, really, as all that has come to a halt. We still do need the community's help. There has been some recent tragedies, losses, medical things that we were just aware of students in our district. So what our job is to continue to be able to be a resource and give to those families in medical or financial need. But we need the funds to do that. We continue to, give, but we also, and even if it's a small amount, $10, $20, that could buy a pizza for a family that, had their worst day ever. We also do have a shirt fundraiser going on. We're making some super cute shirts. I have Adelise here, my daughter, to show you some of the shirts. So we have like Hauppauge Eagle Strong. Want to show
Nice.
They could all be customized, and I think you guys can maybe. I'm going the wrong way with the camera. Sorry.
There you go.
So some tie-dyed, some sweatshirt
That's a nice
options.
one.
So definitely some fun items there.
I like that.
And all the proceeds go back to the foundation. So, again, even if it's small, but we're always looking for people to help in continue the mission of the Smithtown Children Foundation Hauppauge chapter. So yeah, thank you for that.
If someone just wanted to make a donation, what's the best way? Even like you said, $5, $10,
Sure.
even small amounts. What's the best way to do that?
Yeah, definitely through the Smithtown Children Foundation website. 100%, you could donate any amount directly through PayPal, or reach out to me if you have a unique idea or something specific, or even a family in need that needs a little help, because we're always looking to make sure that we are there as a resource.
Great. Well, you're doing amazing things. Keep up the good work, and kudos to you and everybody behind the scenes today that are helping you achieve that. I'd love to pivot now, though. Ask you about, you're a State Farm agent. You're in the community. What do you want the viewers to know about the current state of insurance?
Sure, absolutely. So definitely also as a local small business owner. So I own Jennifer O'Brien State Farm Agency right here in Smithtown. And the insurance definitely has been interesting. We kind of came out of the dark ages, as which these past few months have seemed like this dark tunnel of what's going to happen. And we finally see the light. It's like, all right, things are feeling good. We're talking to people. Especially with, more people being home, and I think people being a little bit more comfortable. We're gaining, new customers every day. And, we've actually had some great, great sales months as well, even despite going through, COVID and all the different changes happening through New York State, with people having more time there, looking at their insurance policies. They're giving us a time to really review. Do you have the right coverages in place? Are you paying too much? Especially with some of the financial situations happening in households, they might be looking to cut out some of those automatic payments that maybe they, I thought I was paying $200. Oh, it's $300 a month. So we've been lucky to, continue to reach out to people who we've met over the past few years, to see if we could help. We actually, even for State Farm, we just got approved through New York State an additional 13% rate reduction for new and existing customers.
Wow.
And didn't you already have like the lowest rate reduction of the other companies already?
Exactly. Yep. We're continuing to, and usually the rate reductions are 2%, 3%, and this time it's 13%. So that's mega. So that's happening in the fall. So we're gearing up for that. And that's also coming off. We just gave $4.2 billion back as a company to our policyholders, in the form of credits and dividends. So really great stuff happening overall at State Farm, and my agency and my team. Again, really everyone's been stepping up to the plate. So thank you.
Yeah. And that's why we love to hire you. That's why we love to have you on the show, is because, State Farm is this big company. You think of it as the big brand. You see the TV commercials. You're right here in the community, supporting our community. You're one of us. So
no, thank you. And I'm proud to be. Definitely. Everything really is hand in hand. I truly do love helping people, building relationships, and whether I have my hat on as the director of the Hauppauge Chapter Smithtown Children Foundation, or as a State Farm agent, or just as a mom at a local parent, or on the soccer field, PTA, whatever it may be. It's really about meeting people, helping people, and just, again, continuing to put some
and you still
smiles
find time to have like a solid Instagram account. Like, good job.
Trying,
I can't even think about it.
Yep. So always on social media. Another way to stay connected, that's for sure.
Well, after that whole laundry list of all the things that you do, we know that you're fully immersed in the community. What have been some of your favorite outings since reopening began, and what local businesses have impressed you most during opening?
Sure, absolutely. So we just started venturing back out to restaurants again. Our first was at Father's Day. We went to Patricia's right in Hauppauge, which I never been before. So we did that $50 family style. The food was amazing. The
So
tents
good.
were great. They had the table spread apart a decent amount, so that was a great experience. From there, since that was such a great experience, we went to checked out a few more restaurants. My husband and I just did date night over at Alexandrio's, or AKB.
Saw that. That looked amazing.
That did look good. Yeah.
Yeah, so delicious. Got the whole branzini there. They had live music, and it really was so nice to just be outside and to eat outside. It brings on like a sense of calmness and just kind of relaxation, even though you are sitting right on Main Street. So that's
I know.
great.
Well, we've been saying, we've been thinking about this, and when we had Mr. Weirheim on, I think the conversation started to go. I think we're getting a sense of like, how can we reimagine our downtown space, be it Smithtown, be it Hauppauge, to be more, I don't know, outside, pedestrian. Obviously, in the summer, spring, summer, fall, but just to reimagine how we use our space, because I think everybody's enjoying it. My first meal out actually was also Father's Day, and it was Basil in St. James. What a wonderful experience. It was so nice.
My first meal out was with you at Pita Pit, just sitting outside.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's true. Yeah,
Yeah,
sitting
so
at the table, having a quick lunch in Pita Pit outside at the table. Yeah,
Love
I felt
Pita
like,
Pit.
sit down.
But even like after, we finished our dinner there, like we took a little stroll around Main Street behind, and like I saw buildings that like I've never even noticed, or like, hey, where's that come about? Just because we never explore. Like we went on a little 10-minute walk before going in our car, which, you're seeing things and exploring things and looking at things in a new way now, just to find a new, found appreciation for things. So definitely
That's a really good way of
all
putting it.
about that.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool.
Excellent. So yeah, but no, definitely that. And I did venture to get my nails done and was very impressed with them. They actually, I went to Blooming Nails, also right next to Vitality Bowls. So before, I walk in like normal. They're like, no, go back outside. I had to sign a waiver. They came outside, took my temperature before even going in. I was like, whoa, okay. And then they put like individual plastic coverings over each of the chairs. So not even just wiping down, like making sure you're not sitting where anyone else is sitting. They had the plastic barriers between all the different anyone else that was there. So that was definitely quite impressive for sure. Although I did go in there with my Starbucks, but realized with my mask on, it wound up not tasting as good after the hour and a half. I was trying to take little sips, and I was like, never mind this. So that's the one thing I keep forgetting, Ro. Carry my gigantic jug of water around and realize, I have a mask on. Like I went to BJ's the other day with my big water bottle and didn't get any sips in because you can't take the mask off.
And you have to.
I had the same thought. Like I'm starting to look at my water bottle that I feel like I'm you. Like we're similar. I bring it everywhere, and then I'm like, wait, I can't even.
Especially, and the other thing, especially with the kids, you got to be more strategic around like bathrooms, right?
Yeah.
Kids, are you sure? Are you sure you don't need to go? Are you sure?
My kids will probably be embarrassed to say this, but they're not. They're too little for Facebook. But I actually busted out this small little porta potty, like a toddler porta potty that we keep in our car. Those things are great with the little bag.
This stays on Facebook forever, right?
Exactly. It's gonna come back to haunt them. But the public bathrooms still are going into the unknown zone as always, but now even more.
Well, this has been so much fun, Jen. Thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we look
me.
forward to checking in with you again in the future because you're always doing such amazing things. And, I would have helped anyway. And, that would have been my thing to help anyway with, my heart is with the foundation. But really from the bottom of my heart, from the seniors, thank you.
Oh, thank you. No, truly my pleasure. And thank you to all the volunteers and really businesses that made this happen. I mean, we would have no bags if it wasn't for the kindness of people's hearts to pull together and give back at a time when their businesses themselves are struggling. So truly have some amazing people around us. And thank you and John David for all that you continue to do. So all good things to come. Absolutely. And more partnerships also. So yeah.
Love it. Yes.
COVID,
Air
COVID
hug, right?
hug.
The new air hugs. Yep.
Air hug. That's awesome. Well, Jen, again, thanks for joining us today on Lenard Team Connections. I can't say enough how inspired we are by everything that you're doing. And if you're watching, or if you follow, if you watch this after the fact, and you have a question either about how you can get involved, what the Smithtown Children's Foundation Hauppauge chapter does, how they contribute. Also, if you have questions about insurance in general and you want to ask Jen, just put in the comments. We'll be on here. Jen will be on here forever. We'll be notified. So let's be part of the conversation. Let's keep this going, okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you missed any of the links today that we shared in the episode, don't worry, they'll be here. As we said, please share away, comment away, and we look forward to connecting with more people who are supporting our community like Jen. In the meanwhile, stay healthy, be well, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.